Hello viewer, Assalamu alaikum. I am Abdul Salam and I've been running Indian restaurant for many years, and I like to showing you some of my experience in my life, and I'm going to make a new series for all of my dishes which I did in over last 45 years, and I hope everybody will enjoy that, and you'll learn many things from my own experience, and you can able to cook the best possible curry in your house for all your family, and you can enjoy, instead of you going into the restaurants, you can do it in your own home, the same curry as you eating in a restaurant, especially my own spices, which is very unique, unusual for many other people in this country. And thank you very much for you watching my channel, and I hope you will enjoy. If you do enjoy my channel, please subscribe. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello viewer, Assalamu alaikum. I am doing the gravy which is running all over the country in Indian restaurants, and the first curry sauce I'm making, how to cook curry. Please watch to end to see what I'm doing. Can you see I'm putting a 1 cup which is 236 ml vegetable oil. Now I'm putting a gas, which is full gas, to get hot the pan. Now the oil is been heated, and I'm putting a 15 ml punch prawn. And now I'm putting some cinnamon. You can see one large piece, and 2 star anise seed, and just a pinch, a few of the clove. And some black pepper, and some Bangladeshi bay leaf, which has got very special flavor, the bay leaf, and some cardamom. Just roasting it, the whole spices. This is the first method of how to cook the gravy widely using in Indian restaurants. Now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ginger, and 1 tablespoon garlic. Nicely hotted. Now I'm adding the large 3 onion, which I already been cut, you can see, and I'm going to throw that into the pan. And I have 1 large capsicum I'm adding into the onion. Now I'm adding the salt, which is 1 tablespoon. You can see the salt you can put in your own whatever you need, which I'm doing like one and a half tablespoon. Now I'm going to cook the onion without the water, because I'm not going to touch any water, because that's quite important to cook onion for a curry to make. The onion is more important to cook without onion. That will bring it lots of unique caramelized flavor, which as soon as you add the water now, it is losing the onion flavor in your curry. And that is very important to watch this. You don't need to burn, because there is an onion have got lots of water, which will slowly raise from the pan. The water will release from onion, and that will make it onion to cook so easily. And now I'm going to put the lid back into the pan and see, keep it to moist it fast as possible. And I'm going to reduce the gas at the moment just to get not to burn, but not too much, but just. Now I'm opening the lid to see where the onion is almost 10 minutes. I'm going to stirring it up and see how the onion has reduced the water level from there. And basically the onion is now caramelized. Now I'm going to add tomato puree, tomato peel tomato, 1 cup, which is 236 ml tomato, chopped tomato, which has been blended, and another half cup of the peel tomato is already blended in there, and I'm going to add that to soften the onion to cook with the tomato base on mixing all together. That will bring it onion to cook more safely and not burn, and that is bring the liquid. Also I'm using 2 large fresh tomato in there, and that will cook hopefully about 20 minutes to get the onions and tomato been all cooked together. And I can use a medium heat for about 20 minutes, and inshallah that will be ready for a gravy to able to blender. After 20 minutes, just watching the pan, how's the onion, and it's now absolutely ready to do the blender. Once I do the blender, then I'll do the final stage of this gravy, which I'll show you any minute what to do the finishing of that. I'm just finishing the gravy, which I have been blended now, and is ready to do the tarka. And if you watch how to finishing that, I'm just adding 1/2 cup vegetable oil. I'm just putting the gas to heat it up the oil. Hi viewer, I'm just adding now the spices to finish the gravy which I made. I'm putting turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and I'm putting now the coriander, which is my own grinded one, 1/2 teaspoon, 2 of them, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and I'm gonna using 1/2 teaspoon paprika, which is bring it a little bit color of the curry. And I'm using some chili. It's not everybody who will have the chili, but we like a little bit chili in our curry. So just put a half teaspoon. You can put your own heat you need on the curry. And I'm using a bit of mix, which is my own mixed curry powder. You can mix your own curry powder with the we already got in a gravy like punch prawn. So curry powder is basically just a punch prawn and the rest of the spices, which I'm just put 2 teaspoons of the mixed curry powder. And I'm now putting garam masala, with a garam masala of half teaspoon. We already got garam masala in a gravy when I start. So it is I'm putting just a half teaspoon of the garam masala. I'm mixing the spices, and I'm putting now the mustard, which is a mustard seed been blended in a coffee grinder. I'm using 2 tablespoons of mustard. And now we need to roast these spices, which will bring it from raw spice to the flavor. As soon as you cook about 2-3 minutes, very slow heat, very slow, non-sticky pan. That will roast the spices, and that will bring it very special flavor on the spice. The raw smell will be disappearing. It is important, you have to roast this. And it's also very risky. If you're putting too much gas, that will burn, and then you lost total flavor. You just need to be very careful and stirring around. As soon as you see 1 or 2 bubbles starting, you need to switch off the gas. Or look, it start bubbling. Can you see? And now I'm going to add tomato puree, which is half cup of tomato puree. Now you can mixing with that quickly, and that you can see what's happening. Now the spices will not burn anymore because of the tomato puree being added on there. That is, you can now roast it with the tomato puree and the spices. That will bring it really very special aroma into your curry. And this is very important you do that. And once you do that, your curry going to be something special for in your house or in a restaurant. This is important to get the flavor of your gravy. Without that, you're not going to get the flavor on the gravy. So look how this is done. Now they can cook more. It's not going to burn anymore. The spice will be continue bringing the flavor in. It's the most important you do that. But you have to be very careful how you do. If you watch me continue, see how I done it. And now I got a few more things to do. I'm going to add this curry onion we've been blend already in a blender. Now I'm going to add that back into the saucepan. Look, I'm going to now put it back into the saucepan. Be careful you not burn your hand, because it's going to now throwing in your hand because it's quite thick in a pan. Look, it's starting kicking out from the pan, and that's very important. I'm going to add 1 cup of the yogurt. Just a normal plain yogurt, and you quickly mixing, otherwise the onion will be the yogurt will be split it up, so you don't want that to happen. And this gravy in your house you can keep for at least 14 days without any issue. Now I'm going to adding interesting, which is widely using in Indian cooking in India, a cashew nut, which I blended into making a powder. That is going to bring it very special flavor on our curry. Just 1/2 cup of the now this is quite thick. Well, you can thin it down. It's only way to do that, to add the water, and it's nothing wrong to add water now. And the gravy is ready. You can add water when you cook your chicken curry or lamb curry or beef curry or fish curry. You can add water in when you do that. You can keep this as a gravy, but you can add water. But if you want it, if you don't want to add the water, then it's up to you to do. Think how you like to be your flavor. But if you want to add water, you can add. Once you mixing together nicely, all gone together, and that is ready to cook.